Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing a face review and I'm going to share with you why am I even creating content on YouTube at this age. Oh yeah, a disclaimer. I'm not gonna put like heavy makeup or dress up for this YouTube channel because I want to be real and authentic so that you can really feel this is the person that I am behind the camera or in front of the camera. That's the whole point of this channel basically, is just to really connect and building that like-minded community or tribe. So I'm a Malaysian living in East Malaysia. I'm actually half Chinese, half Kaiyanese. Probably in the next video I'll dive more into that, what is Kayan, because I guess not many people know about that, especially for the non-Malaysians. I think even like for Malaysians as well, especially for West Malaysians, they do not know anything about a Kayanese or never heard of it. So in Sarawak, which is in East Malaysia, you have many different ethnics, especially in Sarawak, Sabah, which are part of the East Malaysia. So what's the main impetus of me being on YouTube? I actually have been binge watching on YouTube for several years, especially since the pandemic, especially on health, overall wellness basically. So I think I have been trying to practice all of that as well into my daily life and to really take good care of myself, because I'm living alone for so many years, being away from family, because my family is in Sarawak. And so I feel like when you take care of your mind, your physical body and your spiritual, I guess that will make you feel whole. And I think as we go along with this channel, I will slowly unpack of that, because in my past or my last two videos, it's been like, probably you thought like it's all rosy and dandy, right? But actually I've come a long way to that stage, and I would like to share more with you guys in terms of that, my experience, my life experiences, and how it really shaped to the person that I am today. I slowly feel like I'm feeling stuck in my job or in my career. Don't get me wrong, but I feel grateful for having this job. Currently I work hard for it, it's a well-paid job. But then I realized it's like slowly dimming the soul in me, I guess. I don't know how to describe that. It's like something in me is like slowly dying. And I need to really find an escape for that. Not to say like to run away from it, but it's like how to deal with it and then just continuously grow as well. I've been working for the company for almost 5 years, and I have been in project mode since day one. And I guess it's because of the constant, in project mode, deadlines, hustle and bustle. The energy, it really taking a toll on me. I actually experienced like a burnout or mental breakdown during the pandemic, where my body just froze in the car. Actually, luckily I was not driving. I just parked into my parking lot, and somehow before like going out from the car, I just feel so tired, and my body just froze. And I remember just crying, just out of nowhere, like feeling giving up on life. And that's when I know actually I've been through burnout, and at the same time probably because of the isolation as well during the pandemic. And since then I was struggling. In fact, I was struggling, but probably in the next video I will share more details on that and how I get through that. But basically I always go back to that day and remind myself not to go through that again, and I do not wish anyone to experience that. Because if you're not strong enough, probably you just couldn't take it. And so that's why I create this channel as well. I wanted to really share my experiences and sharing, probably building like community, people reaching out, and we can discuss on that as well. And so when I'm creating this channel, I have that in mind. Like the objective is to have that self-growth. So I'm trying to find that source of motivation and keep going in life. And that's why I am creating this channel with you and sharing the journey with you. And hopefully we grow together. And I always believe that one should always try to explore and learn new things. Life is an endless learning journey. When life throws you a curveball, you just have to roll with it, but then you have to adapt and just grow with it as well. And I like listening to podcasts. I think podcasts is really helping, especially for Dr. Joe Dispenza. I like where he often emphasizes that if you keep on feeling the same thing, the same thought, you will always have this same behavior, personality, and you're not growing. So for me, I like the point where he say you have to try new things because that will evoke new feelings, new thoughts, new experiences, and that will lead you to the unknown. And the unknown might sound scary for most of us, but who knows, it might lead to a beautiful path and self-discovery, right? I like the point where actually I can tap into my creativity as well. So I used to blog in the past, and I like that expression into words and stuff, and I'm quite perfectionist in trying to learn English as well. Even though English, I wouldn't say I'm a native speaker, but we do speak English mostly at work. And in fact, actually when I was young, we spoke English in the family because my mom is a Kyanese and I was Chinese, so English was the first language that I learned when I was young. I only learned basic Mandarin, not to say basic Mandarin, I learned Mandarin in primary school, but I have not really practicing writing and reading it, so I'm not really that good, but I can speak basic Mandarin. To speak Mandarin with my sisters still, and with my dad, a little mix of English and Chinese, and a little bit Kaya with my mom's side, and also Bahasa. I feel I have been living in a constant doing state. A human being, the words being is just being, but I think not many of us realize that is that you be in your being state, because we're constant in this hedonic treadmill, hustle and bustle, chasing this, earning more money so that you can buy more stuff, and that might lead you to happiness, right? Or climbing that corporate ladder. But I feel during the pandemic, I've just dropped it all. I just feel that's not what leads to happiness, and I feel I want to explore the alternative lifestyles where I'm not always just working and thinking that's the purpose of life. It's not. And I think it's not really fair to say everyone knows what's their purpose in life, but I feel even if you don't have the answer, it's okay. It's just we don't have to be knowing all the answers in life, right? I think it's the curiosity and keep on learning and trying to search that purpose of life is what matters the most as well. Memento Mori. So that's actually translated from Latin is that you must remember, you must die. I think it's a little bit there's negative connotation around that, is that you remember you must die. But for me it's it reminds you about mortality. I guess sometimes we are not aware that we're living by default. It's you're doing the same old routine every day. You do not feel that zest of life and just doing routine after routine and after routine until the day you die. So I guess for me it's the concept of living life to the fullest and really seize the day. That's why I really like this Momento Mori. It reminds me of, my day will come. So I don't want to lie on my deathbed and having any regrets. So if I'm not trying now, when, right? At least today you're trying something new. If I die tomorrow, at least I would say there's no regret. I know that I've been trying that, and I have tried my best to live the best of my life every day. And the next one is that I would really like to upskilling myself. So that's why outside of work, I would like to explore new skills. And in this context is that, doing filming, photography, or video editing, learning all of new stuff, learning on YouTube as well. And like I said, it's not just being this one-dimension person that is associated to work. Outside of work, I can be this kind of person, and also exploring that and upskilling is really important, I feel, so that you don't really feel stagnant. And also, I guess, analysis paralysis. You heard of this before, like you think too much, or you feel like, cringy with looking at yourself on the YouTube videos or uploading content. It's really vulnerable to put yourself out there, it's scary. But then I was thinking, like, analysis paralysis, as you think more, then you won't really taking any action. So what's the point of, constantly thinking about it and not putting action? So I believe in, like, just trying, and then as you go slowly, you will figure things out and you learn as well. So I believe in that concept. I guess that's a healthy mindset that I would like to cultivate here as well, and for yourself. Probably you can even share with me what are the things that you're trying to push yourself out of that comfort zone in this state of life that currently you're at. So it will be interesting to see how we grow throughout this journey, but I hope you really get like the gist of it. I think that is the most important thing, is to inspire like at least someone to take the small step. This is actually also a reminder for myself, and I hope for you as well. So the second point, or the second